Hey Twitch, hey YouTube, it's your boy Awkward here. Like I said before I started recording, kind of getting a late start. It's about 8:54 a.m. EST. Just waking up, got my breakfast ready, threw some dishes in the dishwasher. You know how it be. What's up, people? Got to show you the breakfast. Hasn't changed much, and by much I mean at all. However, I'm going to show you this scene outside my window. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. Can't really. As you can see, it is snowing here in the great state of Michigan, which is gonna suck for the bus drivers later. We kind of hoped that the kids would have a snow day because it was supposed to snow a majority of the morning, all the way up until noon, but kids got off school before that could happen, so. And I'm gonna take my first bite of breakfast because I'm starving. Man, that was great. So today will probably be a shorter stream. I think I have a lot to talk about, but we also have a kind of a long day today, or semi-long day. My wife has to go to work by 2:30, and we have stuff to do, which I will talk about. But as in general, I'm gonna keep looking outside because I love snow. But as in general, I'll start with what happened yesterday. Did my morning stream. We had planned on going to visit my mom at hospice yesterday, but it didn't end up happening. Like I said, she was being combative towards the nurses, so I don't know what that was about. That didn't end up happening. I ended up staying home, hanging out with my girlfriend a little bit, and then attempting to stream earlier in the day. It didn't really go too well. Been streaming Halo Infinite. For those of you who have been with me since the beginning, a little bit of Pokemon, TCG, but mainly just Halo Infinite. I don't enjoy the game at any type of decent level right now. And if I do, I don't want to play it while I stream. I get way too into the game, unfortunately. And it just creates, my toxic side comes out, my toxic competitive side comes out, which I've been working on, but it's still there. Any type of team-oriented game where people aren't pulling their weight like how I think they should pull it just annoys me to no end. So I'm not going to bother playing it on stream anymore. It just makes me too upset. So I'm not going to be doing that anymore. However, I did my first Disney Lorcana stream yesterday. And like I said yesterday, I planned on trying to stream every day consistently for at least an hour, right? I ended up streaming for 5 hours. I had about 45 minutes of downtime in between those 5 hours because I had to get my son off the bus, I had to get my daughter off the bus, I had to get them dinner, I had to get them a snack before dinner after they got off the bus. So, I can't consistently stream until they're home and fed, which, fatherhood before content, always. But yeah, I ended up streaming Lorcana for probably about 4 hours, maybe 3 hours, like straight through consistently. And the people who joined me for that, I appreciate that. Thank you. I had a lot of interaction with chat. Another Lorcana streamer rated me with, I think, 16 to 18 viewers. And so thank you, Art, for that. That was huge, and I very much appreciate it. So yeah, and the stream went really well. I was actually able to highlight out and upload a game. It was a really, really good game. to my YouTube channel. So if you're into Disney Lorcana or beginning or anything like that, go check out my YouTube channel for that game. It was really good. Other than that, it was a pretty uneventful day. Not much drama happened yesterday at all, in fact. Yeah. Both kids were good at school. Both kids were relatively good when they were home. I really only had to talk to them twice. Once was because they were being too loud. The other time was because they were tearing apart one of their toys. And I had to remind them that if they broke a toy, that they were going to get in serious trouble. Because those toys were given to them as gifts from Santa and from family. You need to respect them. Kids will be kids. They will break stuff eventually, but this soon after Christmas, you don't need to be breaking your stuff because you're playing with it incorrectly. So I had to get on to them about that. Well, other than that, they kind of did their own thing together. It's nice having two kids because they can kind of occupy each other's, interests. Sometimes I'll have to get up and go out there and hang out with them because they want to be around me, which I'm glad they want to be around me. Sometimes they'll come to the door and talk to me, so you'll see me kind of sideways and then mute my mic and I'm talking to them. But they generally know when I'm in here because I keep the door open because I want them to interact with me while I stream. So, but other than that, it was a pretty uneventful day. I didn't go anywhere. We really don't have gas to go anywhere. So we're pushing that 2 more days until money comes in. We did get our food stamps today, thankfully. So after we go visit with my mom for a bit, we're gonna go to the store, pick up a bunch of food, thankfully stock everything up so we can just chill out for a couple weeks. So yeah, yesterday was a pretty uneventful day. I had a great Lorcana stream. More than likely that's what I'm gonna stream today. I think I'm not going to end up streaming until around 5 EST, maybe 4:45 p.m. EST. I don't like interrupting my streams to have to go get the kids off the buses, plural. And if I start earlier in the day, even before, my wife goes to work, I don't get that time with her, and then I have to not stop the stream, but I have to BRB the stream and just be like, all right, I'm going to go watch for my son to get off the bus, and then, an hour after that, I have to go and get my daughter off the bus, so it's this back and forth BS, which isn't really a problem, but I might just wait until everything's settled so I can stream. But yeah, for today, another normal day. The kids got off onto the bus super easily. I got up, my wife did her morning stuff, I did my morning stuff. I'm in here doing my morning stuff. After I get around, get my breakfast eaten, answer some emails, upload some stuff to YouTube. My wife's actually taking a nap again, so we're gonna probably get around 10:30 or 11. Head over to hospice to visit with my mom. Probably stay there for about, depending on if she's lucid or if she's kind of out of it, depends on how long we'll stay there. Could be anywhere from 15 minutes to 45 minutes. It really depends. If she's not coherent or if she's taking a turn by the time we've got there, we're not going to spend too much time there. I just want to make her aware that we came to see her. We are there for her. I do have to talk to the nurses. I need to give them my information and just be like, hey, when you guys think it's time, you need to call me. You need to text me, send up a smoke signal, email me. I don't fucking care how you get a hold of me. You need to get a hold of me. My wife's talking to her job since we only have one vehicle. But generally, from my experience with cancer or late stage anything, most of the worst things happen, super late at night, super early morning or morning. Generally between the hours of midnight to 7 a.m. are generally the worst hours. It's when things generally go badly. So, I'm hoping if that is the case, when that happens, that is when it happens, so that we can just get in the car and go. But my wife is talking to her work, just being like, hey, my husband's mom is slipping away, and it's going to be any day now that I'm gonna need to leave work immediately, go get him so we can be there when it happens. And I'm hoping my wife's work aren't assholes about that. And if they are, I don't know what we're gonna do. I have buddies that would be more than happy to come scoop me up and take me there, but unfortunately, they work. And the jobs that they work, they cannot just leave like my wife can. My wife does home care, and there's always another employee there with her. So if they can be by themselves for like an hour or two, which they should be able to, there shouldn't be a problem with this. But we'll see. So yeah, we're getting prepared for that. At some point, I'm gonna have to talk to my aunt about funeral arrangements. As far as I knew or know, my mom's wishes were to have no service, no funeral whatsoever. She just wanted to be cremated, maybe thrown into some type of keepsake for the family, and then the rest of her ashes be spread over at her boyfriends, ex-boyfriends, lovers, farm. They had a falling out previously, though. So I don't know. And I don't know if she's lucid enough to tell us if things have changed. So I really don't fucking know what I'm supposed to do. Unless she says anything dramatic or anything dramatic changes with those wishes that she lets us know, that's what the plan is going to be. If he says that he doesn't want us to do that, well, he can suck the most massive dick in the world. Like, good luck keeping me off your property, dude. I will find a way. Get the fuck over it. Don't be an asshole. No offense, but don't be an asshole. I'm gonna take another bite of this because I'm hungry still. So yeah, after the visitation with my mom, we're gonna head over, go grocery shopping. Which grocery shopping in a snowstorm or even snowfall is massively annoying. We're gonna get that done, get the groceries in, get everything put up, and probably just chill until she has to go to work. I may start the stream up momentarily. If I do start it up, it's gonna be around 2 p.m., something like that. When she's kind of occupying herself. She may even be in here with me doing her own thing after we get back and get the groceries put away. So you guys might be able to finally meet her. Past that, she's going to head to work. I'm going to get my son off the bus, make sure he had a decent day at school. My daughter off the bus. My daughter always has a decent day at school. She loves school. She's never had any disciplinary issues, so I always ask her how her day went, but I never have to ask, were you good? Do you have a detention slip? Like, I have to ask my son. So, bully for that, I guess. And generally, my son's bus driver is actually a fucking godsend of a woman. She talks to the aide, she talks to the teacher. She gives us updates on that, and if he was good at school or not. She gives us updates if he was good on the bus or not. So that's, without her, it would really be impossible to tell how he did at school other than a detention slip, which he recently has started hiding. The last time he got in trouble at school, he actually stuck the detention slip into another student's bag to get out of trouble. And that didn't work, obviously, because the bus driver knew he had gotten in trouble. The bus driver knew he had a detention slip. And so he has this issue with thinking that he's smarter than everyone around him, which people who think that are generally adults or teenagers. And generally, there's some reason why they think that, and generally, that's not the case. They're not even close to the smartest person that they're around. However, it's not even remotely the case with my son. Like, dude, I know when you're lying. People know when you're lying. People have all this information that you think they don't have. and we know that you're doing something, and you lie to us, or you try to get away with something, but you do it in the most non-obvious way. It's not subtle at all, and you get caught. Like, homie, stop it. First of all, I have a 137 IQ, and that's not just IQ. It is associated with EQ as well. You're not going to get away with shit with me around. I will find it out eventually. And if you do get away with something for X period of time, your mom's going to find it out. She's nosy as shit. So, I don't know why he seems to think we're all stupid. I don't know why he seems to think he can get away with stuff, but he never does. He never gets away with anything. Yet he still tries it. And he's getting more and more bold with that crap. And it's getting on my nerves. It's getting on everybody's nerves. Like, dude, just stop being bad. It's pretty simple. Stop hitting people. Stop having tantrums at school. Stop being a dick. I don't know what else to tell you. Yes, my son has autism. However, it's an extremely low form of it. He's quite high functioning. Like, ridiculously high functioning. You really couldn't tell he has autism unless you know the signs or if you've been around him for any extended period of time. So that, unfortunately for him, is not an excuse. And he tries to play it off like it's an excuse. Like, he tried to use that when he was first diagnosed. He did something like bad, like hit his sister in the face or something. He's like, well, I don't know. I'm just a kid. I have autism. Let me tell you, he got in so much trouble for that. Oh my gosh. He got in so much trouble for that. I'm just like, I'm not going to go into the detail, but I will tell you that I let him know, no, you do not use that excuse for fucking anything. That is pathetic. That is manipulative. And if you do stuff like that, people are going to stop caring altogether that you're autistic. They won't care at all. They will give you zero leeway. They don't care if behavior or lack of empathy or lack of emotion is caused by autism. They won't care anymore. You will get absolutely no special treatment or, leeway with your behavior. None. And that was the one and only time he tried to use his autism as a crutch for a manipulation. Never has he done it again. Here, at school, anywhere. And I made sure he knew that. So he's definitely, there's a lot of issues that he's going through. His bio dad isn't in the picture. For good reason. His bio dad's an abusive, physically abusive, mentally abusive fucking piece of shit. I'm not going to even get into the crap that I've had to deal with him. So he's not around him for good reason. My daughter's bio dad, not as physically abusive as my son's, but still has been physically abusive to my wife in the past, obviously before me. Emotionally and mentally abusive the entire time. And he's even been emotionally and mentally abusive while I've been with my wife. He's very lucky that I'm intelligent enough not to physically act upon my urges against him. That's how I will describe it. Because if I did, he would be in trouble. He would be in a lot of trouble. But my wife can handle it. I've taught my wife how to handle it. I've taught her how to respond to him. And I let her know that do not let some little insignificant child man affect you in any way, shape, or form. I know it's super difficult to go through an abusive relationship and then get into a very productive, positive, good relationship and still have that abusive relationship be abusive. And really, you can't do anything about it. So I have kind of tried to coach her to get past that, not get over it, because it's not something you want to get over. You want to remember that. You want to understand that this person is a bad person and that they should never be in your life in any meaningful way ever again. And I think abuse victims who get over their abuse invite those people back into their lives because they've forgiven them, they've forgiven their indiscretions, and they end up regretting doing that. So I'm not going to speak to the mentality of abuse victim because I really don't know. It's not something I've had to deal with in that way. So I will never pretend to understand that. But I truly believe that if you have been abused in a relationship, even if you forgive them and move forward with your life, never forget. Never ever forget, and never invite them back into your life in any meaningful way. If you want to be civil with them in public places, I think that's fine. But never, ever bring them back into your life in any type of meaningful way. I don't care if they're the father or the mother of your children. I don't care. They need to be completely separate from your life in a meaningful way. That's what I believe. If you disagree, if you think that's holding a grudge, that's your belief. We have different beliefs. That's how life works. That's the great thing about it, is we can have a variance of opinions. But that is what I truly believe. If you have been in an abusive relationship, that person should never be around you in any meaningful way ever again. I don't care if they've even changed completely. I don't care if they have been sainted, past their abusive tendencies. I don't care. Not in any meaningful way. Take that advice, don't take that advice, it's up to you. So yeah, past that rant, like I said, I think that's where I'm going to end it today. Nothing's really happened on social media previously that I care to discuss at any length right now. But I think that's something that I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start scouring social media for funny topics, serious topics, whatever. I'm going to discuss that during the morning. Because I'd like to generally be anywhere between 40 to 45 minutes for my recordings and streams in the morning. I might cut that down lower later because, watching a 40 to 45 minute video, unless you really like what I'm saying and really like that, how I articulate myself in my streams and my videos, you won't watch 45 minutes of me. That's ridiculous. And I haven't figured out how to clip out sections so you can skip to something. So right now, you just got me in my natural habitat. So yeah, I think that's gonna end it for today. I will try to figure out something for tomorrow for us to talk about for a little bit longer, or me to talk to you about. Talk at you, talk with you. I guess it depends. If anyone's in my stream and interacting during this recording, they'll be put on YouTube too. So, but for now, that's really all I have to talk about. The last couple of days and today are going to be pretty normal. There's no drama happening. We do have that court appearance for my daughter's biological father on Thursday, which technically we don't have to be at. But myself, my wife, and my lawyer are all going to be there, just in case he wants to run his mouth in any type of derogatory and negative way, or just in case he wants to bring up things that are not associated with why he's there. Then the judge has the option of talking to me, talking to my wife, or talking to our lawyer. Like I said, we're not going for any type of intimidation factor, but we want to be there to have all the information. We want to be there to know what he's saying so that we know for the future. Because after this dispute about parenting time is settled and put to bed, we are going for full soul and physical custody of my daughter from him. He's I don't want to get into too much because I don't know if he or people he associates with watches these videos. But I will say he's screwed if you're watching the video, or if anybody is watching the video, he's screwed. He's screwed. So, in all honesty, the best thing you can do is to just sign it over. Don't make us take you to court. Just sign over your rights. We're not going to keep her from you in any type of negative way, dude. But you know you can't take care of your daughter correctly right now. Man the fuck up and just understand that. And don't make us do this the hard way. Because if we do it the hard way, you're still going to lose. And you know you will. And everyone associated with you knows that too. That's the message to him and his family. Just please settle this outside of court and just give us custody, dude. Just do it. Be a good parent because this is the best choice you can make for your daughter right now. Do I think that's going to happen? No. I think that the family and him are going to force us to go to court and they're going to lose. That's just how it works. It's a good environment versus bad environment. It's good parents versus bad parents. It is going along with the court order and abiding by it versus violating it in perjury. That's all I really can say about it. And that's just more than enough. So, yeah. We got that coming up on the 11th, which is great because that's my wife's day off. So, yeah. I don't think there's anything else I can really say right now other than I will be streaming later today. It will most likely be Disney Lorcana. If you guys are into Lorcana or you're interested in card games and stuff like that, stop by, interact in the stream. I'm in the works right now of trying to do some giveaways for some stuff. I've got a couple of decent Lorcana cards, not really super expensive cards, but that I'm going to be trying to give away on stream. I'm going to try to set up follower alerts, because the more people come in the stream, the more people follow. I want to know, and I don't know right now. I don't know how to activate follower alerts on Twitch. So if you do know that, please message me and tell me how. I'm still ignorant to all of this stuff, but I'm learning. So I'm going to call it. I'm going to enjoy watching the snow, which seems to be letting up, thankfully. Finish my breakfast, let my wife sleep a little bit more. Upload this to YouTube and, plan out the rest of my day accordingly. Thank you guys for stopping by. I love you guys. I appreciate all the support. Like and subscribe my videos on YouTube and my channel. I will like and subscribe back. Follow me on Twitter. I'll follow back. I do have Instagram, as you saw on my startup screen, but I think I'm going to kind of, stay away from that. I really just want to focus on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter, just as my outlets of media and content. I think spreading myself too thin is just going to be detrimental to what I'm trying to do. So, thank you guys for stopping by. I love you. I will see you soon.